Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of the Deities of Death 3v3 semifinals. Yesterday, if you caught the video, either live on Twitch or YouTube or later on, did the first half, which ended up being a really cool series with a few really cool games, and it was a lot of fun. So we'll do the other half of the semifinals tonight, and hopefully we will get some more pretty cool games to watch. And it's getting a little bit late my time, so we will just jump right into game number one. And it is primarily going to be between F2 and UCA. You might remember them from some of the RTS League games that I've done recently. And we will just jump right in to game number one. Zeus, Uranus, and okay. I was gonna say, looking at the god choices, we are gonna be starting off with a Medit like we did yesterday. This would have been one home map from somebody. I would guess from F2 because they like Medit. Hello, Red Vans SS. Good to have you here. So, F2. Not exactly F2 because I don't think Skady is actually officially in, but might as well be. You got Player and Gold Lion who both played for F2 in the RTS League, and now they're playing together in this 3v3 tournament. So we've got on the bottom his F2, and we've got Player as Zeus. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Zeus, Skady Uranus, and Gold Lion, also Zeus. Gold Lion going with the granary for an early board. Well, happy birthday. How old are you? You don't have to say if you don't want to. I'll assume you're like a real young and a robust, like 24. We'll go with that. On the top is UCA. We've got I Kill, You Die is Ra. 22. Oh man, you're even more young and robust than I thought. So I Kill You Die is 22. Swiss Boy is I Kill You Die is not 22. He's Ra. Now you got me all confused. Swiss Boy is Kronos as a pocket, and then Matrius is also Kronos as a pocket. And I am going to switch mice real quick here because the one I currently have plugged in is not working. I hate computer problems. Yeah, everybody's 22. Alrighty, well, I'm going to have to get used to this mouse, but it's a good thing I'm not playing. So, Medit. F2 has always been really good at Medit. Player is probably one of the best Medit players around. Just so good at water micro, and also so good at that kind of magical time when you have to kind of transition from land to water. Yes, it's the first game. I should have a little scoreboard up at the top saying 0-0. Yes, it looks like I do. So you are here at the very beginning, 2 minutes in. Skady also a very good player as well, and Gold Lion. Both teams feature a lot of good players. I'd say on Medit, definitely we would favor F2. Especially their god, Zeus. You can't really go wrong with Zeus, Uranus, Zeus on this map. As compared to, what were we, Kronos, Ra? Yeah, that doesn't work quite as well. So the reason they're going Kronos, Ra is because they're going to try to do some early... Well, normally you would see some early docks. And did we use docks and I just missed it during all of this? No. We did not see any early deconstructs. Normally you would, but they're not doing that at all. In fact, this Oracle is in a very bad spot. He's caught in the trees and will die. We didn't see... Oh, we did see a bolt, so we already missed that. The bolt was on this Oracle here, so that the deconstruct cannot be used. And wow, he must have been just out of line of sight of that dock. And really, you're going Kronos here, double Kronos, with the hopes of the early deconstruct to slow down your, well, at least one opponent, and then heavy push on land plus water with your Prometheans and Oracles. And the fact that they couldn't even manage to get their first deconstruct off is like not good. Like at this point, really a deconstruct almost, I wouldn't get much value out of it by now. So we are aging up. We see Matrius is aging up. We'll be up about 445, which is actually a little bit, I think, slow. Slower than what it should be. Let's see, he is, yeah, 20%. What is the other one up? 30. Yeah, the other one is aging up. Swiss Boy is aging up about 15 seconds faster. So I gotta say, just it's gonna be rough for them to do much here, because we've got Scotty is already positioned his oracles to help defend, and then we also have potential ceasefire, nope, restoration, and one ceasefire. So if things really start getting kind of grimy over here for Gold Lion, they got a ceasefire to delay, and then they also have a restoration as well. Blade Runner, you are alone. Well, maybe not for long. Usually we get some YouTube ones. Yeah, yesterday's, you're right. The one from yesterday was really good. And we see that Matrius is already getting damage in on his oracles before he's even up. In fact, he only has 2 oracles. And Swissway also only has 2. So you want to use Valor once you have 3. Now we see our first Valor, but Scotty has really gotten in quite a bit of damage already on these oracles. And we're trying to get another one, and now we have the 3rd oracle, and now we have double sets of oracles, but we already have defending docks, and Scotty is coming over to defend like he should. And I don't know, the aggression just, without the early dock deconstruct, losing oracles and now losing more to the boat fight, this land aggression is going nowhere fast, and maybe they can do a landslide water push. We'll see. I mean, we do have I Kill You Die versus player. Player should win that, and without any push from, though. Okay, we don't have a deconstruct available, though. Okay, so we are seeing a ceasefire. And that's because Gold Lion doesn't have any docks yet. He really should have prepped with like another dock, because he had 2 that got deconstructed. And you can see he's floating a lot of resources, so he's going to be trying to get his dock spam out here. Or boat spam, I guess. But yeah, 3 docks should be enough. Open up some Snickers here to keep me awake. Stealing my son's Halloween candy. Zeus should be able to win water against Ra. Would like to see this priest maybe empower the lumber camp that actually has a lot of villagers dropping off. I mean, we've got 9 on this one and 4 on that one. But that's okay. During the ceasefire, we have Swiss Boy switch sides. And the ceasefire definitely did buy enough time for Gold Lion to do what he needs to do. Should probably still for a little bit be kind of defensive, which he is. Also has a restoration if things really get a little bit worrisome. You see he's got 1 fishing ship, or at least 1, in his docks here to help defend. And he just really at this point just kind of fall back a little bit. Ooh, a little bit of Miss Micro here. Ooh. Yes, we did go trick-or-treating. Got lots of candy. It was cold. There's actually snow. A couple inches of snow. Not very often we get snow before Halloween. On this side, looking kind of even. Really, Gold Lion should actually donate his restoration to this side. Especially since he's pushed in over there. Like, the faster you can win water, the better. Obviously. But let's get Resto in on this fight here while you can. Just to, kind of slit. Ooh, so Matrius is actually undervaluing or not valuing his fishing here, and now he is sailing all over this way. So we actually have a 3v2 temporarily, but Scotty just retreats, and now player's retreating. And what that did result in is, well, more dead. Ooh, was that 3 dead Murmillo there? I think it was. Ouch. I think they were Valor Murmillo too. And now, even though they have 3 UCA on this side, they're actually like completely, like, they're fighting and iKill is not fighting, and now we have one retreating and one is fighting, and this is not so good of teamwork right now between UCA as far as, like, you know, organizing their attacks. We see Gold Lion here doing a lot better, where he's able to pick a fight and not really get overwhelmed. And actually, that was a really good fight there for Gold Lion. Like, he almost lost no boats and killed like 5. And so the water is quickly going to F2's way. In fact, we see player grabbing a town center, and Skady as well, we can see on the minimap. Otherwise, now we have a resto getting... Wow, it's almost getting all 3 of their boats. The restoration's range is really huge. Like, it was getting from here all the way over to right here. That's a lot. Hyperion versus Rhea, what's my opinion? Well, currently, with how strong Satyr are, you definitely have to go Hyperion. That's for sure. But yeah, we see with that early UCA land rush not working, the Chronos kind of falls apart, because Atlantean boats are weaker than non-Atlantean, so your 2 Zeus is better than not 1. Yeah, the range is actually bigger even than the what it shows on, like, the user interface or whatever you want to call it, the display. And now we have a little bit more of harassment here. It looks like he's going to probably run back to the shoreline here, maybe get the boats in. But yeah, restoration range is huge. Just got gigantic. Might as well be half the map. Oh man, yeah. We see that players at 3 town centers, Gold Lion 2, Scotty 2, and they are still winning the water when UCA just now got their 2nd. So, it's just all water micro, a little bit of teamwork, and just knowing when that time is to build your town center and kind of stop, you know, boat production. And even despite all of that, all the extra resources that F2 put into all the town centers, just because they're killing more ships, taking better battles on water, they can afford to do that. We have a bolt used on the Pharaoh. That's a really good bolt. And this town center will not go up either. You bolt the Pharaoh, you kill the Wadjet with Odysseus, and then, yeah. You don't like to call games early, especially when streaming, because, you know, you want to keep people around. But let's be real, at 11 minutes in, this game is over. Unless F2 like completely just like bombs, or like 2 of them disconnect or something. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a landslide, I feel like. Like, you're up so many town centers that you built faster, and you have complete land domination on this side, and you're still winning water. And it just comes, you know, being careful with your boats is big. I mean, you know, the Egyptian boat is 150 resources, an Atlantean boat is 120. I mean, just saving, you know, killing 4 boats more than you lose, that's a town center worth of resources, essentially. And that's what allows F2 to do what they're doing, is just taking better boat fights, and here we are. Oh, can't check Texas. Yeah. Okay, Scotty getting per sign. We had a whole random time-shifted building here and a couple Terma that will probably die to this hoplite. Oh, and they're even getting, like, we even see player getting in on I Kill You Die's Rain. And, shoot. You might see a little bit of, hello, Haldy, with a very fancy hi that shows up in the little Twitch box here. We're in game 1, and don't just be a little careful these Toxotes. We got these slingers shooting. Okay, kill 1 for free. Kill 2 for free. You know, you take what you can, I guess. Slinger's always a fun unit, I felt like, to use as an Egyptian, because you really gotta... You use them well, it requires micro, and you can get a lot of value out of them, but if you mismanage them, they're basically useless. So I always kind of like that about the Slingers. Really did. Oh. So, forward mine. Actually, this is... Matrius does not have a back gold mine. Well, I guess he does. Yes, he does. He does have one, but he's sharing with Swiss Boy, so he is trying to get on, like, kind of this forward gold mine here. And Atlantean, well, Uranos versus Kronos. Atlantean fights, Uranos has the heavy advantage because of the speed boost. Non-Uranos Terma aren't fast enough to dodge arrows, and that's huge. Along with, I mean, speed in general is just a very important statistic for military units. And yeah, we see this is not going well either. So you lost water, you're losing both sides on land, and the game is very quickly out of hand. And Medit, if you can stall, you can come back, because, you know, realistically, outside of transport ships, there's only two ways to get to the opponents, but it's hard to stall. Okay, Locust. Oh, we get some value out of this Locust. Oh, wow. Alright. That's nice Locusts. Will it be enough to save the day? Probably not. This one kind of found a little niche. Oh, well, no, the alligator finishing off. Nice Locust. But he's still 700 points behind and way behind on eco, and I would assume we have like purse sign and all that crap. Oh, he forgot to get purse sign his fishing ship upgrade. You always get your fishing ship upgrades, especially if you win the water. So they actually both Greeks forgot to get them. But okay, we have the siege in, but only one, and oh, the triremes are gonna... The triremes will just indefinitely defend this until Mythic. Because the only other way, I guess, if you really wanted to, would have to be to come all the way around here. But yeah, the triremes will completely defend this sector of the map. And so that's not going to work out. And we have a bit of a back raid here on this back gold mine. Anybody aging? A lot of techs. Scotty is up Hikate already. Kill is aging up as well, so it's aging up only to Rhea at this point. Rhea does have techs, you're right, but most of them are pretty bad. Hyperion currently gives a very strong myth unit. We saw 3 siege units die here with really nothing to show for it. But yeah, with currently Satyr is so strong. So you have to go down over. This army isn't even enough to defend. Scotty is now sitting on top of this gold mine back here. And he is up Hikate, so he'll probably end up using this to throw down Tartarian Gate somewhere back here. So we do have a behemoth coming. And there is the Tartarian Gate. Really didn't kill anything. It's and that is the resign. So that was a very quick landslide of a Medit. So I guess at least if we're not going to have a good Medit game like we did yesterday, at least we had a fast one. And it just beating F2 on water, they're just so good. It's so hard to win a water slide. Right you are. How do you deal against elephant spam as Odin that choose Nord? Well, it's very hard. You really just have to go Jarls and hope that the opponent's elephants aren't killing all your hill forts, and then maybe build some crenellation towers. But that's not a matchup you want to be in. It's hard. But this was just... Probably you look at the kill death ratio and players 79 to 40. Matrius. Ooh. Wow. yeah, some rough looking kill deaths, and that's kind of what led to the main difference is the settlements just F2 so much faster, and that's kind of that. So a very quick, straightforward 3v3 on Medit. Nord very good against, I wouldn't say Nord's very good against elephants. Historically, Odin struggles against elephants. Wolfstark's getting a little bit of an attack bonus help, but yeah, if you don't have Frosties to freeze them, you have to try, you know, your super strong Jarls. Mountain Giant makes huge damage against elephants. You must be trolling. Game 2 will be UCA's map, and we are on Tundra. Yeah, it's Jarls and Crenellation Towers, but it's still not that easy. So Tundra, and what are we looking at now? We are looking at F2. We've got Gold Lion as Loki, player as Zeus, and then we have Uranos with Scotty again. And then on the top, we have a few. Looking at the Civ count over here, we've got some more Norse. So Matrius is Loki, Swiss Boy is Uranos, and I Kill You Die is Odin. So I Kill You Die has historically been a Ra player, but I've seen that he been playing a little bit of Odin lately. RTS League done well with some Odin play. And Nord gives you the super Jarls, but they don't really get any sort of attack bonus against elephants. But yeah, that's the only thing. But still, the problem is super Jarls train slowly from kind of expensive hill forts that are slow to build, and the enemy elephants just start smashing down your hill forts, and you can't train your Jarls anymore. So that's the difficulty in that matchup. We have a great hunt that it's already used to get a ton of goats. A lot of goats. Wow. He doubled his goat count. He's got 16 goats. And also some additional hunt as well. But, you know, your goats are what's huge, because then you can just happily eat goats for a very long time next to your town center. And although, yeah, you do want to hunt, especially as Odin who gets the hunt bonus. But, so, Tundra. This will be probably kind of a bit of a raid fest. I mean, we've got a couple Lokis, an Odin, a few Uranos, and a Zeus, who will probably go up with Hermes and might make Centaurs, because Centaurs can absolutely smash Odin Osarks. And Centaurs actually smash Odin anyway, because Odin does not get any sort of fast heroes. It is a lot of goats. And hey, Blade Runner, you're not the only one on YouTube anymore, so you've got company over there. Relics, Boots of Kick, everything! Oh my goodness, that is right next to, this guy was Loki, correct? Yes, so Gold Lion scores big as Loki, getting the Boots of Kick, everything, which makes his Hersier run even faster. Oh, wow. That is nice. That is nice. Given Forseti to Odin. Yeah, Forseti is huge to catch up. That Hall of Thanes is such an important technology. We got first temples starting to appear. When we're talking though about players and player comparisons here with F2 versus UCA, definitely F2 has the better players anyway. And by team, UCA has good teamwork. F2 also has good teamwork. So it definitely, and I don't know if anybody would disagree with me, is that in this series, F2 is the favorite to win, for sure. But it's not like UCA is bad. It's just F2 is just that good. hard to beat him. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. On rating games like this, it's really just a point of trying to catch out enemy hunt early. You know, you want to push the enemy hunters into... It's not exactly F2, you're right. I don't think they actually chose a team name, so I chose one for them. So they're F2. Yeah, Skatey isn't really an F2, but that's all right. Yeah, they never gave themselves a name, so I gave them one. So they have one now. F2. Oh, will Demetrius, does he know that this forest does not come all the way to the edge here? This could be a bit of a problem for him if he does not wall this corner. Because he's probably going to want to come over here and hunt and act. Yeah, he is hunting. Because he's got a few hunters in the back. Show my skill. Don't have a lot these days. Oh, so... Demetrius is splitting up his hunt. Don't normally see that, but I like it. We have a early bolt on a Valkyrie. Hey, I did play some 1v1 tournament earlier. This is actually a rare day where I had 2 streams in one day, Mr. Red Vans. SS. So, that is earlier in the day was my 1v1 True Loke tournament. Healing Spring used where by Demetrius, so in his base. Nothing to heal. Oh, he's got a Hearse here to heal. Did Goldline get that relic? Okay, yeah, he did. So he's already got the plus 0.4 speed, which means he's already... Yeah, no spoilers. They were, I mean... entertaining, I guess. There's one really good game in the bunch. It was 4 games. It's a 4-game set. Group stage. So 4 1v1s. You know, don't expect, you know, I guess high level, but it happened. And oh, we got just a little raid on with the Prometheans with a shockwave to kill a Villy. And that's nice. I mean, you trade early on, you definitely trade shockwave to get a 1 kill along with more idle time. And oh, we have the Centaurs. As I said, Centaurs can really wreck Odin. And this is not so good for I Kill You Die. We have a Shockwave to slow down the Centaurs on the Villies. And you almost need to like have Demetrius send over a couple heroes to help defend against Centaurs. And he's trying to wall off the edge here. That will wall it off, and Demetrius did not finish this wall over here. I think he assumes it's closed. But yeah, a raid like that can really now put iKill quite a bit behind. We do have a forest fire over here. iKill is doing Ulfsark spam, which that's pretty standard play nowadays. And did he get that wall in? It doesn't... Okay, I was going to say they should be able to get through there. And iKill is going to be in a bit of trouble because all of his army is forward, which he doesn't have much of an army. And he's now got enemy Atlanteans sitting in his base while... getting around on Jason, but oh, we already have player grabbing another town center. Do we have the Ulfsarks forcing? I think there's just 1 citizen. Oh, nope, there's 2. So 2 idle. And these 2 centaurs are just causing so much problems. And this is not a good fight for Demetrius here, but what does Goldlion care? I guess he will try to kill some more. Oh man, he could have gotten a Vil kill here. I mean, he has a spy on it, so he knew they were there. But so far, definitely the rating is in the favor of F2. And we see now iKill is on the goats. Does have husbandry. Yeah, there's a little bit of talk in chat about Ragnarok against Egyptian, and you're right, it usually isn't that good. Not against a prepared Egyptian. If you can kind of get a surprise, kind of semi-quick Ragnarok and Gold Starve, that's kind of your way to go. But if it's not a semi-quick and the Egyptian is prepared and you can't Gold Starve, you're doomed because you just can't get through. That's really your only way. You know, because Egyptians tend to be like against a Ra. If the Ra is really defensive, if you can grab map control and get a nice boom off, you can kind of. Oh, well, they know about this split in the wall now, so they will. There he goes. He will finish building that, and a little raid here. These vills apparently don't care about the raid and are just happily shooting at an Aurochs during it. Player does have a second town center. Is the only one at 2. Oh, she escapes with 1 hit. And now just running back through. But now these dwarves are coming down. Alright. Oh, another raid. Probably should... yeah, killing 1 dwarf and they will defend. Not the end of the world. Kills 2 dwarfs. Okay, now he can run. 2 dwarf raid, and now we do have, though, Matrius in on Gold Lion's Gold Miners. It's kind of weird that he actually sent them down here, because he already knew these Herseer were here. And just picks off the dwarf. And I'm kind of surprised he went to that gold mine and not this one. So we do have Swiss Boy down here as well. And quite an army from Gold Lion down here, made in China, the Chinese version. They do have spy on this. That's what Gold Lion's trying to find. Though he really maybe pick off a Villi, but with the enemy Herseer. You know, these 2 armies kind of cancel each other out. The problem is for UCA is that you don't want to be on the defensive. Because this allows Gold Lion just to do whatever he wants, though he has been getting raided a little bit. And now we have all these Herseer chasing this entire group, which allowed this to happen there. And Gold Lion is walling his villagers in here so they can happily mine. It's a good idea. Okay, if they show up here, they can force these citizens idle for a while, but got our other raid here. Like I said, this is going to just be kind of a raid fest. Oh, do we have Shockwave up? Swiss does have Shock. If he would have used Shockwave right away and bounced these vills away from the manor, he probably could have killed all 3. So a bit of a missed opportunity. Now we have a Shockwave on the back end. And you didn't get a lot of value out of that Shockwave. Okay, hunting in the very far corner here. Gold Lion doesn't have a huge aggressive army anymore. We saw it, he took a second town center. So player has 3 town centers, and other than just a few Hippocon and some Centaur, not much of an army. And Matrius and Gold Lion are about even so far. This probably isn't a good fight for Matrius. Yeah, might as well run because he's got Herseer in on the Villies over here. And oh, 2 Centaurs. Oh, and there's not a defensive Herseer anywhere. Oh, this could hurt. Yeah, making the hunt go idle, killing a few Villies. You always gotta have a couple of Herseer to defend, and this ended up this big fight here, which I missed because I'm an awesome caster, ended up going pretty heavily in Matrius's favor. And you hate to see that. We see Gold Lion just advance versus Braggy. It seems like this happens quite a bit with Loki players, is that they take fights right before they age up. I'm not sure why. Because now he can't use flaming weapons because he doesn't have an army, because he lost it all right there, right before he aged up. And that's a huge mistake. If you're about to age up, why fight? You know? Matrius is almost up as well. Well, 26%. That kill is a pretty nice time. aging actually, despite getting raided. And with player coming over to help out, yeah, leave your iron jars back. Well, wow, okay. Well, keep running. Don't lose your myth units though. Oh, come on. And look at all these centaurs. Holy smokes. 8. You got these back, these heroes know that they're looking for these centaurs. That's so funny. Yeah, never fight when aging, and why continue? Yeah, I can imagine, you know, getting, you know, in an initial fight. Oh man, these heroes are like so close, and yet so far. And just kills the ox cart just to be annoying. Yeah. Don't want to lose your army before you get flaming weapons. Player is probably hiding from the police in GTA. I've actually never played any of the GTA games. And finally, those 2 pesky centaurs are dealt with. But that fight down here actually caught UC up quite a bit. Because now player has to full defend on the bottom half of the map. And this is also a nice fight for UCA as soon as Matrius shows up. Where is his army though? Well, he's got a few in the back. And yeah, this is another nice fight for UCA. And still, we can't really get flaming weapons from Goldline because he doesn't really have enough units to make it worthwhile. But I think they'll end up defending, maybe. Oh, there's a few up here. Terma on the battle boar, and no. Swiss boy is lasting a while. Yeah, player, you're right. Is so far ahead. That's because he didn't have to make much of an army early. He made really just a few centaur and then went 3 town centers, and now you see him full defending Gold Lion. He probably wishes he didn't have to full defend Gold Lion, and probably is wishing that Gold Lion had thrown his army away right before he aged up with flaming weapons. But yeah, centaurs. I was thinking that. I didn't say it. But the centaurs in this situation, when you've got, if they're up against Loki, they just don't do much. So he had like 8 centaurs, and that's a lot of population in units that really aren't going to get much value out of them. And Gold Lion did get this town center. Now he's got a little bit more of an army, I guess. I don't like the Contarius here. Swiss Boy seems to like Contarius. I think he overrates them as a unit. Unupgraded, they're still a little bit squishy and don't do well against Hippicon. Now he did get that upgrade, but they're still. I think you're just more standard Murmillo army is better. And losing a couple Iron Jar here and a Hearse here. What do we got going on this side though? Kind of been ignoring this for a bit. So I kill you, die. Okay, we have a Chaos that got on this almost dead. Almost dead Frost Giant, who is chasing the Green's army just to be annoying. Player Domintos played team game better than most, acknowledged. You're right. And especially Domintos is kind of one of those surprise good team players. Well, but he's not even in this game, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But your player, I mean, player's really good anyway, but he's one of the definitely top 3 team game players. Him and probably Green Sea are probably kind of both the top. And now, okay, so with player having to full defend down here, Swiss Boy is switching sides, and I like that. That is a good switch, though his centaurs, not centaurs, his Contarius should have kept going. They got distracted by this one frozen unit, and now his centaur, or his Contarius aren't doing anything. Are we gonna see a frost? we have Frost, which could get a ceasefire out, which would allow... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, because if Matrius uses flaming weapons, he could just be matched by Gold Lion. So we actually probably won't see a lot of hero... Okay, so he's got Hero Contarius, which get the bonus damage versus buildings through Lance of Stone. So we'll probably be able to kill this without using Frost. I wouldn't have used Frost there. Because you knew it would get a ceasefire. I think they could have potentially forced a ceasefire, or at least got Scotty in a really bad spot by killing that town center without using Frost. Ooh, I would not have used that there. Because then that also allows player to come up here and defend on this side. Hero plays terrible team games. Yeah, I would agree. Well, not terrible, but a bit underwhelming, I would say, at times. His player is Matrius Mythic. He is up aging 4 tier. Scatty is up Helios. Swiss Boy is also up Helios, and he just reached Helios. So he'll have a Vortex that he can use. I don't know why the army ended here so that they could die as soon as ceasefire was over. We've got Matrius trying to grab a town center. This kind of fight on the bottom side is kind of dwindled to really no fight at all. Not a whole lot going on down here. Player doesn't quite have the army necessary to defend this, but I would say that Odin, the Odin player, I kills army. Oh, what is he doing? Isn't exactly the best composition. Olsark's throwing Axemen against a bunch of Arcus. It's not exactly what you wanted. Now we have Balder, but I don't know if he really has much for Villies. He's using Ragnarok right away, so he's going to try for that heavy Ragnarok push. Matrius using flaming weapons and Fimbulwinter. Oh, but he did it before Kill could use Ragnarok. Oh, that's an oopsie, because clearly Kill was getting ready to use Ragnarok because he was dropping all of his resources and blocked by his own allies' Fimbulwinter, which that hurts. And we have these two random Hersier, which actually, if they kill both these Ice Guards, which they should, because this one's almost dead too. This would actually do quite a bit of damage to the eco. So, flaming weapons, it killed a town center, which really isn't a whole lot of value out of it, because now Gold Lion can just use his flaming weapons. And do we have Ragnarok used? Not yet. Yeah, definitely a miscommunication, or well, just no communication. Oh, this town center's almost dead though. And these two Hersier are doing a ton of damage. Look at this. The drop-off points now are way up there. Shoot. That's a good Hersier raid. Now we have Ragnarok use later than it... Oh, this is not very good for armory techs, though. Just the second line and not the second line attack. Oh, and now you're essentially, the first part of the Ragnarok is just being used to save your own town center. Now Matrius does have a pretty firm edge on Gold Lion though, who is still holding on to his flaming weapons, and we do have the Ragnarok. Really, the Rag is gonna have to eliminate Scotty in order to win this game, because Kill doesn't have the eco to kind of fall back on, and you gotta watch out for your Arcus that you don't get them surrounded. They do great from long range, but they have so little hit points, It's pretty easy for them to die. And this is not a... They're fighting in like the most choke point area here. Yeah, I don't know why you would come here. I mean, and now we have a vortex used after half the army was dead. Still a lot, but there's no siege here. Oh, can he get the town center down before fortified comes up? I think he will get it down. It's gonna be close. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, so town center is down. Got the defensive Nidhogg. We also have Gold Lion using flaming weapons. It's kind of a pointless flaming weapons. The units were gonna retreat anyway. This Canteria is getting a little bit blocked here. But yeah, now the Reg is just having to defend. And now we're doing probably seeing what the Reg should have done in the beginning, is come down here to get on Gold Lion. So just trying to defend here. There's not a whole lot of siege, so should be able to defend. And these Arcus forward. And you can see how fast they die when they get in melee range. Like, look at all of these. Oh my goodness. And now player coming down here to react to this Reg. So now the question is, can the Reg finish off Gold Lion? And this Reg is now retreating. We have a lot of hero Cantarius in the back. Cantarius did get... The tech is nerfed now. It's not as strong as it used to be. Honestly, Swiss Boy loves his Cantarius, but this is a lot of resources. It's still over 200 resources per Cantarius here. That's a lot of resources that really all you're getting is just kind of hit and run crap. It's not really like getting any sort of like map control. A lot of times it'd just be better just to do a standard Murmillo push like normal. Especially once, well, there is no crenellations yet. Like crenellations on, or not crenellations, Cantarius before 3.0 were definitely really strong, but now they aren't. They're still strong, but, well, not really strong actually. I wouldn't even say that. I think they're good in specific situations, otherwise kind of a waste of resources. What do we got? Okay, we got a Petrobolus here. Yeah, the Reg is almost gone, but if he can defend this, I wonder if he's getting tributed. He's aging up. Yeah, Cantarius. Okay, so you're talking. I was talking more so the hero version. I think it's a little bit overrated, and Swiss Boy apparently loves it. The Cantarius themselves are decent. Aranos, they're pretty good because of the huge speed bonus they get. Non-Aranos, they're still not really that great. Just because they're kind of unwieldy units with long attack animations. This is Gold Lion's gold mine right here. And player is trying to help out. Doesn't have a lot of like military though. As far as like upgrade, like he's still at just medium Toxotes. Well, this is just a waste of his. Their attack animation is longer though, and that actually is pretty important. I think people underestimate how. Wow, man, those fire giants just roasted those Arcus, and these hero ones aren't gonna do much either. Yeah, Arcus against fire giants just get absolutely demolished. Why is he retreating? What? Why? Like, this is a heavy win for him. What is he doing? Like, he wins this fight so hard. I'm really confused. But that's not. This isn't. Currently, this isn't where the game's going to be won or lost. It's going to be how much damage can they get in on Gold Lion and can they roll him. Because Matrius now is all over Gold Lion, who's kind of behind what he should be. Swiss Boy is getting the secret of the Titans. Because player has to help all, like, full in down in the bottom. And, oh, trying to go for a gold line up here. There's line of sight. What? I'm not understanding why IKIL is being so tentative. And we have another Vortex. So they are trying to go for the kill on Gold Lion. He's weak. They're going for the kill. Player still does have Underworld. And this gets a responding Vortex from Gold Lion. Or not Gold Lion, from... Oh, whoa. What? Wait, whoa. What were those vills doing up there? getting fireballs thrown at them, apparently. But now that this army is up there, we need to see IKIL go aggressive fast. And this is... What in the world was he doing with all those villagers? I guess they don't have gold. They have a little bit of a trade route, but I think they were... I don't know if they were going for that gold mine. But vortexing all that army means that now there's absolutely nothing to defend with. And these fire giants, if they continue to push... Which, man, imagine if the fire giants come down here and throw one more set of fireballs on these. Oh, now you're... watch out for your fire giants. They're so valuable, but... this isn't where you want them. Okay, Titan Gate being used. Because of how far behind Gold Lion is, that's really hurting F2. Like, player was so far ahead early on, but he just couldn't use his advantage to attack. He had to just help defend. He's been defending Gold Lion for like the past 10 minutes now. Like, Gold Lion is almost nothing. Okay, so IKIL. Where did the heroes go? It looks like they got finished off by maybe the ballista or something. And we've got a lot of weak villies here. You could almost flame broil the villies. We got more heroes being... This isn't cheap. He doesn't even have the... I don't think he has the tech that makes heroes cheaper either. Oh, we got another Underworld. Okay, so we have an Underworld up here on the Titan Gate. It's going to go down, isn't it? It's going to be close. Those towers got upgraded. Oh! If that Hika would have gotten his special in just a little bit quicker, the Titan Gate wouldn't have gone down. Wow, that was like a half second from not dying. Wow. That's a feel bad moment there. Just too slow to use his special. I don't know if it'll really matter. That did get the Underworld out, and at this point the Underworld is kind of the way what F2 needs to win, because they really aren't aggressive anywhere. This is a nice forward build from player though here that I don't think has been scouted, and we've got a Colossus that's doing a Vil raid. Another Titan Gate. Okay, so there are no more vortexes that can be used. We do have these Cantarius, which will probably just run right in to the Titan Gate, I'm thinking. Oh no, they're gonna fight. "17 attack." I mean, they are fighting Erebus, so this is a good fight. I mean, this army here is completely countered by Cantarius, so this is a nice fight for Swissboy to take. And I think UCA is going to end up winning this just because Gold Lion has just been so far behind all game. And kind of a rough game for him. I mean, he got a few raids early on his gold, but he really wasn't at a position. He really shouldn't have been where he was, and really it was just all because he took a bad fight there and lost his entire army just before reaching age 3. And then Hersier are very expensive to replace when you lose your whole Hersier army. You know, kind of a mid-game state. You don't really have the economy to replenish them all. Now we have kind of a stalemate up here. It's going to be hard for an Atlantean to push into all these ballista and crap. Player with another little bit of a side build here. Okay, we're going to see the Colossus actually attacking the town center now. because before they were just attacking the villies. I kind of though thought that we'd see a little bit of a... So now we see Myrmidon. This is a little bit better here, and they're probably fully... Yeah, they are fully upgraded Myrmidon, which will help, definitely help defend. And oh, we have a killed town center here, courtesy of the first two Colossus. Yeah, the Titan can change this, because so far it seems like Matrius his attack is kind of not doing much. Like, where is his army? 147, 140 pop. I guess he has to be rebuilding his... Ooh, doesn't... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're right, Red Vans. Is I agree. I think he could have probably sent his fast Contarius there, and if not killed it, at least... I think he could have killed it, because his army would have... I mean, if he would have sent his army there, he would have forced out another Vortex. Probably, is what would have happened. And whether or not he kills it with the Vortex there, I don't know. But if there was a Vortex used, then Gaikill could probably kill this town center with these Ballista. So yeah, I do think that taking that fight, even though he had won that initial fight, went well for him. I think taking it actually was a mistake. And we've got these two Colossus plus 2 down here. These two didn't actually kill a town center. Those two did. They killed this one, and it's still being kept down too. And this Colossus is eating trees just to delay dying. And we do have the Titan is up, and Swiss Boy is making tons of mirror towers. Why you would make mirror towers over normal towers, I don't know. They are more expensive and do, I'm pretty sure, less attack. 15 pierce to, what are we looking at for his upgraded? 14 times 2. So yeah, that's, don't know why you'd make mirror towers. You can kind of cheat, and not really cheating, but it's a bit of an exploit. If you double click their attack, you can make them attack twice. But yeah, oh, the Titan gets it down. They're not the Titan, the Colossus. This little build here, which actually Swiss Boy scouted, did a lot of damage. Yeah, well, yeah, in this situation, yeah, you're not getting much value out of Herseers. And Matrius is just trying to go for a side build. And I feel like whatever advantage they had here just kind of dissipated. And I almost think it is because of just Swiss Boy going pure Contarius for the entire game. I just don't think that playstyle really works in good team games. And yeah, player is really carried the bottom because Gold Line was so far behind for so long. The game's still not over, but it's not looking good for UCA. And UCA does have the late game Zeus, and late game Zeus is tough. And this side build just isn't really going anywhere on. Really, Matrius could almost like reasonably start making raiding cavalry. I mean, they would have a field day against these throwing axemen. The Titan is getting killed though really quickly. I'm not sure why you would send the Titan into where all the fire giants and ballistas are. That's of all units that kill Titans quickly, we are looking at them. Like, the Titan probably won't get out of this. And a Titan killing one town center, I think you would take that as UCA. Okay, he's only down to about 1,500 hit points. And the fire giants are strong enough that they could still defend against this army as long as Skady, I guess, doesn't convert like 7 Murmillos. Here come the Rams. Yeah, Balder Rams. What we see? They're well spent money per pop, but like you're right. But I just don't think they do much. As far like, especially late game when you start facing strong buildings, that buildings absolutely tear apart cavalry. I just don't think they give you much late game. And yeah, the Titan is very quickly dead. He's almost just a couple more throws from the fire giants and it's over. And then it's just a question of, can I kill, kind of fight back and defend this. But I'm not a fan of Contarius. Others are. Obviously Swiss Boy is, but I think Swiss Boy would be doing better just to be making fanatics, which it looks like he's doing. And that is the Titan. Very little value from the Titan. And we did see a lot of Arcus just getting changed into heroes there. And Green's trade is kind of in a bad spot too. Nice side build. This is Player's town center that he's trading with right here. And we need to see a few more rams coming through. Looks like he's getting some Jarls, as I was talking, you know, maybe get some cavalry down here. This is getting to be a pretty scary side build though. But he did lose his forward town center. And Gold Lion is trying to actually take it. In fact, he almost built it. But now Swiss Boy has gotten this town center down as well. I think UCA still is in a really good spot here to win. Can Skady get this town center up? We've got fully upgraded Ulfsarks, I would assume. Well, they don't. I guess he didn't go up with Fimbulwinter, so I guess they really aren't really that upgraded because there's not any special text to like breaky or anything. Gold Lion tried to get this, but yeah, player is solid, but Gold Lion is really heavy. Yeah, the Titan went, in my opinion, to the worst place it could have gone. Going to where all the fire giants and ballistas are. I'm not sure why it went there. I would have. I mean, again, I'm watching the recorded game, so I've kind of got, you know, infinite knowledge. I feel like the Titan should have come over here. And now player is clearing out the back base build here. He knows how important this back build is. But that's why Swiss Boy is able to push here, is because now player is helping out on the back end, having to slow this build down, and we got Norse cosplaying as Egyptian down here with all those towers. These Myrmidons will do very well against this army, though. Really, Marcus don't exactly do well against Myrmidons with 41% pierce, but they get into melee range, and that's like the end of the Arcus in just a few swats. And Ikil could not keep this town center up. The fastest infantry in the game. Whoa. I mean, Balder Rams are great and everything, but when you're launching a Balder Ram attack from your base, I'm not really sure how great that is. I mean, if he could like vortex these things, that'd be pretty awesome. But he's now got a ton of pop in these Rams that if he wants to do any damage with them, he's gonna have to move them quite a bit. So I'm not really sure what the point of these Rams are. It's almost like he's going to attack his ally. Very confused. The fastest... I don't know! What is he doing with these? He's basically just making it so he doesn't have an army. The Ram's on a walk. I don't know. But player is hard carrying this. And these Rams here, what are they? Are they 3? So yeah, that's 33 military pop right now that's been like doing nothing for at least like 2 minutes. And in the meantime, my kill is getting completely pushed into his base. Scotty is just completely dominating on this side. How's his military upgrades? Ooh, wow, his armory upgrades kind of suck. You might have left him on altitude by accident, but where in the world are they going? I mean, he went all the way across the map, and now he's just got to run into a bunch of Ulsarks that will make very quick work of these. Well, I guess the Ulsarks should have kind of killed the Aranos plus Oceanus Celts spells. These are the fastest. Huh. Yeah, nobody ever gets that attack, so nobody knows. But yeah, so now these rams aren't getting much value. Now we do see that this back build has killed the town center down here. Worst move of the game is awarded. Yes. Well, they are at least killing this town center now, but that's a long way to go just to kill one town center. I mean, even when you consider it, it's still a losing trade anyway. I mean, you've got 30 population to kill a 20 pop town center. Now, can I defend this? I mean, if Swissbite comes up to defend, yeah. And now player is gonna have to come down here and hard defend on that spot again, so he probably won't really be able to attack. We did miss this little Petrobolus attack on the town center, which got that town center down. And Matrius looks like he will get his town center back. And now these rams are killing a few more random longhouses. Now, they could come in here though now. Oh, trying to put... We got a couple Helipolis pushing through. I'm not sure why you have the Helipolis attacking this and the Fire Siphon attacking the wall. This is, again, a little confusing. Oh, he runs into the Rams now, and he's running into Myrmidons. Looks like he's going to send these Rams down here so that the trailing army can get caught up in all the towers. And hope that works out for him. And now we have the Fire Siphons taking the hill fort. They're gonna kill this wall. This is important. What are they doing? Like, there's nothing even... Why is he going this way? I can't watch this. Oh, man. And somehow, despite all of that, he's still defending... Well, I guess it's more so Swiss Boy is defending iKill's base and doing a ring around the rosy here. Now where are they going? What's the plan now? These things... The new Ram meta is to just wander the map with them. Oh, and now he's gonna run into... I like how they tried to walk in between these two barracks here. You kill, I die. Is this... Oh, nope, retreat. Oh man, this is these Rams. I'm glad I saw these Rams. This is really entertaining me. They've gotten like no value. I can't take it. And now a second Titan from Skady has arrived on the map. And okay, that Petrobolus died. We've got these few Helipolis here. Where are these Fire Siphons gonna... Like... Now where? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna fall off my chair. Oh jeez, I'm gonna eat another Snickers right now. He is gonna heal him up. Oh my goodness. Okay, the fire siphons killed this town center here. Yeah, I think it's definitely over now. Because we got player now does not have to defend. This back build has been completely taken out, so now player can finally start going full scale attack. Because really up to this point, pretty much, man, this is some good Snickers. Where did the Rams go? Dang it! Hold on, we need to pause. Where'd they go? Aha! Here they are. Coming back to his side. These Rams have gone. Maybe it's just like a trial run for these dudes. You know, get their endurance up, so that when they come over here, they can just promptly die. Sorry if you can hear me eating my Snickers, but I needed to. Yeah, now is the end of UCA here. The Titan. This Titan's gonna live a lot longer because there aren't the ballistic fire giants to massacre it right away. And we've got player with a really nice. Yeah. And now it is finally GG, and the fact that UCA is still in the score lead tells me that maybe they have a lot of resources in the bank. Yeah, Matrius has got 5,000 gold. Oh my goodness, 13,000 gold. And Swiss Boy also. You hate to see this because what this says is that you've got way too many civilian units, and as a team, UCA had way too many civilian units. I mean, Guy Kill is pretending like he's Egyptian and can make mercenaries with that 13,000. I guess you don't have to rebuild your army when it's all Rams that are not doing anything, I suppose. So maybe that's that. But like, this is more like what you need to see, and this is why player is a top team player and really a top player altogether, is because of just economy management. I mean, what is the point? At some point, you should really kind of see, oh, dang it, I got 13,000 gold. I mean, yesterday we saw Shelby floating 40,000 gold as a Norse, or close to it. But yeah, this is why, I mean, look at this. You get 40,000 resources in the bank, and what good does that do you? Resources tributed. Swiss Boy looks like he tributed 11,000 to I Kill, who also tributed somebody 3,000. Matrix also tribbed, and player tributed quite a bit as well. I'm assuming that probably went to Gold Lion. So a lot of resources tributed, but yeah, why? And even what kind of a reg was this? 92 to, yeah, only about an 80-ville reg. Not like the regs we were seeing the other day. But yeah, player hard carried this game. Though Skady also, I mean, Skady won his side pretty heavily. I guess he did get some help from that Titan, but yeah, that was a nice game. But I feel like UCA should have won. Man, they had just a few pretty big miscues. The Ragnarok coming to the wrong place, the Vortex being used after Swiss lost his army, but whatever. Again, watching the recorded game, it's very easy for me to see what went wrong. And this is why I don't watch my recorded games, because I see what I do wrong. Now, I have 5 games listed here. I don't know if there actually are 5 games. My black market provider, Blackadder, always sends me a full set of games. So, game number 3. This is a best of 5, so if F2 wins, this is over. And game 3 is on Alfheim.
In what?
Okay. So Alfheim, he charges extra for case 4 and 5. I get them at it's a package deal. I get them all in one package. Alright, so we've got F2 on the top here. Gold Lion is Ra. Skady is Aranos again. Player is Zeus. So really the only difference is that Gold Lion is switched over to Ra. On the bottom end, we've got Domintas has made an appearance. I don't think he played in the first 2 games. And he wasn't in the last game. Domintas is Hades. Swiss Boy is Aranos. And Matrius is Loki. Okay. Usually Matrius a bit of a Poseidon player. Surprised to see him as Loki. Hold on, I got some Snickers stuck in my throat. Give me some water. Alright. So Alfheim. We are unfortunately seeing some pretty similar maps to yesterday. Because this Alfheim could be like on a... I think it must be like a peanut shell. It's still there. But because they could have picked like Team Migration or Acropolis, I think, or Erebus, and they didn't. Goldline, I hope he didn't get hunting dogs. Okay, is he yet? Nope. Okay, well we got that going for him. Really, if I were him, I probably wouldn't have gone to this hunt. It's a long way to walk just for 450. What relic does he have here? Archers have do more damage. Well, that's nice for Ra. Heroes do more damage to myth units. That's pretty decent. Skady would like to get that, and even the Ra would actually like to get that due without Nephthys. Okay, otherwise looks like our relics have not really seen anything too awesome. Nose of the Sphinx isn't actually really that bad. I like it. Alfheim tends to be a lot more defensive. You don't have the resources that you do on Tundra to support huge early armies. In fact, looking at the hunt spawns, this is about as low hunt spawn as you can see on Alfheim. Like, this is the I think the deer here could be 3 aurochs, which would be 1200 food, and instead it's 300. And your forward hunt is only 3 elk. So yeah, this is terrible hunt, Alfheim. And when you've got a Norse that would like to have it, that hurts. Because he has no hunt. 3, maybe 6 elk and 2 deer, and that's his hunt. That hurts. That hurts as a Loki. I mean, he's got berries still and chickens and all that fun stuff, but especially since he's up against a Ra, like this is like the dream map for the Ra where there's no hunt. Again, why is he going this far forward to go to 2 deer? He got hunting dogs. That is a waste of resources. But I digress. It's not like my Ra's really that great anyway. Domitas getting in on the wolves. Uh-oh, Swiss Boy getting his oracles here. Not sure why, because these are his allies. What are we looking at? Swiss Boy is up Prometheus already. In fact, he is almost all the way up. And now he is up. Very fast advance. We'll see. We've got counter barracks, 2 counter barracks, so he's going to be doing some Terma raiding. Looks like he's got these up here just in case there is an attack coming in on Domitas' units. It doesn't pay for itself. The 200 resources doesn't pay for itself. You need about, like if you're just going straight up hunt to hunting dogs, before hunting dogs X faster resource gather rate pays off, I think it requires, I did the math like long, like we're talking 2005, it was over 1,000. Or right around 1,000. But what it does do is it does allow you to advance faster, which you also kind of have to take that into account. But yeah, why is he, I don't know why you advance this fast. I mean, he is now coming forward, so if he's going super aggressive now with his 4-minute advance, that's great. And not a big deal. But not as Ra. Ra, you should really almost avoid trying to do hunting dogs. And especially on this map where he had to walk here, and then even here, this is a long way to walk for just 300 food. I would say hunting dogs is not worth it on this map for a Ra. I don't know, did he not use Valor either? Swiss Boy hasn't used Valor, which means... Okay. Oh well. Odysseus will just single-handedly defeat that entire Tourney army. But I have my opinion. Others, like Icaro, apparently like hunting dogs, and that's fine. In the end, we're probably not really talking about a huge resource difference anyway. I mean, 100 maybe, I don't know. Alright, so we have Gold Lion with a pretty slow advance because he went up hunting dogs with only 5 hunt to speak of. Like, he would have been so much faster if he would have just gone up researched husbandry, because he had like 6 cows. And he is building armory and 2 armory. That's just to do some path blocking. I think he's a little bit afraid of Matrius coming forward and attacking. That's why Scotty also came down here, was just in case Matrius had some really early forward Herseer. So far, Swiss Boy, I mean, he could be forcing some stuff to go idle, but isn't. Player's pretty well defensive here. Is making centaurs, which don't really do super. I mean, they do decent against Atlantean if you can avoid the heroes, but early on, straight up, centaurs aren't really that great against Atlantean. They can do some damage if you can get like Hippocon into to kill the Terma, or whatever heroes might be a hero. But with actually the way this map is, with so few resources as far as food outside of the base, probably won't actually get a ton of value out of the raiding centaurs. We do see rain about 7 minutes. Does he have plow? He does. He doesn't have husbandry though. Gold Lion seems to forget his husbandry quite a bit. Husbandry is actually just about as important as plow is during rain. So he's going to cost himself a few hundred food by not having husbandry. Like 300 food or so he will lose out on. He's also not empowering his town center. In the games that I've watched recently of Gold Lion playing Ra, he hasn't played it very well. Yeah, no husbandry. You need husbandry for your reign. And you need to empower your town center. Okay, now he does have a priest. His priest might have been here and I just couldn't see it, but he should be empowering the town center during rain. Skady coming down on this town center. Kind of surprised they were so late to realize they were coming, considering there's a spy that has been used on it. Well, yeah, Domitas here to defend, but not much of an army really, because Skady is all forward. Oh man, Skady's army has just been on a position everywhere. Like, it could potentially prevent that, but it was sitting back here and doing nothing, and now this group from Scotty. Did I say Scotty? I meant Swiss Boy. Swiss Boy's army hasn't been in the right spot. Skady's, however it's supposed to be pronounced, has been in the right position. Yo, what's up, Colby? And oh, we've even got the Relic Lions. Look at that. Alright. Doing nothing as usual. Not empowering them. How can you as Ra not be empowering your farms? It's pronounced Aaron PR. Alright, cute little raid with a hearse here, but there's so much town center and tower fire that it's just not worth it. And we now have the Ra is up. Heroic. Matrius scored not very good just because there's just no food on the map. And Swiss Boy's town center got delayed. Icario mentioned that Swiss Boy, if he were smart, would have made TC after 5 termas. Icario is pretty good. Oh, the path block and the locust, that hurts. This game is not going well for UCA. But yeah, Icario is a pretty solid Aranos, and I would agree with that sentiment, is that he should have, if he would have gotten his town center sooner, it would have been up before he got attacked. Instead, he made a lot of terma early and got no value out of them. And now a shockwave here, but he only has like 3 heroes, and they will have to run back. And yeah, this game is not looking so good for UCA. Gold Lion can really at this point just tech up, which is probably what he should do. Like really, I guess if he's maybe gonna throw his siege in the flying rock, could be helpful. Am I gonna play tonight? Probably not. I'll probably be done after I'm commenting. It is already pretty late. Yeah, no, you're right, Blade Runner, and I do see that, and that's what's frustrating to me when I watch Roz play, is the empowerment is so big. And like right now, really might as well almost not even be Ra. I mean, I guess you still get your bonuses for your Migdal units, but yeah, empowerment is huge. It's definitely worth it. I mean, your 2 pop space for a priest to get 15% more eco. It's huge. Something I've always really tried to value when I played Ra, albeit I don't really play Ra nearly as good as I used to. So maybe don't emulate what I do, but emulate what I say. But yeah, priest empowerment is huge. But Swiss Boy is in a bad spot against player. Domitas is just kind of here. He really hasn't done anything. Really isn't in a bad or good spot, but sitting defensive with his army because Swiss Boy is in a bad spot. Matrius, I mean, it's not really a whole lot going on currently, but hasn't really done any early damage against a Ra. This was an almost impossible map for him to do damage with because there is no hunt. So he's in a bad spot against the Ra because the Ra late game should get online and just absolutely smash. But Gold Lion's eco is pretty awful. Really what he should have done given the situation of the map is just tech up once he started aging to age 3 and got like his second, and even now he should actually be researching his 3rd line of eco upgrades. We had a bolt used on a hero. This was the only hero down here. So these centaurs will be able to play for quite a bit, though enough Hippocon actually do decent against centaurs because the Hippocon's higher pierce armor. Okay, I don't know what in the world Gold Lion's villagers were doing way up here, but there they are. Oh, I think he was building this town center, or trying to. I don't know why he would grab that one. Oh, I know why. Because somebody took his town center. This is Gold Lion's back town center, and Skady took it. So, yeah, he was trying to take his 3rd town center, which really isn't his 3rd town center, but it is because of the way they did things. Skady's got a bit of an army here, but the Battle Boar are kind of tanking quite a bit. It'd be nice to see the Murmillo on the Battle Boar, but they'll just retreat, and now the camels come in as Skady is retreating. And okay, if we get the dwarves in on the siege towers pretty quickly here, You got 12 dwarves that could be attacking these siege towers. Okay, there you go. Well, get them on the siege towers. Follow up. Matrius has used flaming weapons. Really doesn't actually have a very large army to use it on. And we have sentinels used. Very unfortunate kind of placement here because of where the trees are, only 2 sentinels could spawn. And the flaming weapons was pretty much useless. I mean, the Ra was just able to retreat. Hathor is overpicked over Sekhmet. I would agree. I've always been a huge fan of Sekhmet. The techs are awesome. The siege techs especially, but even the chariot tech is really strong, and the +10 population is good. The problem is, as I'm trying to commentate on a game, and actually, some nice raids by Skady here, because player kind of lost a lot of his army back here. But the problem is that a lot of Ra players kind of rely on gimmicks and abuse to be competitive. And Hathor plays right into that because it gives mercenary technology and then the rock. And when you're talking about abuse of game mechanics, you look in the dictionary and you got the rock on the top and then mercenary on the bottom. So because most Ra players require or depend on that to be competitive, Hathor is the better choice for them, because without, never dying mercenaries and the rock to do rock drops and all that crap, they can't win. But yeah, Sekhmet is awesome. Tons of good technologies. We do have a little bit of a, but that is a side note to a town center that is, well, we got the Hippocon in on the siege here, so maybe the town center won't go down yet. And actually, F2 is not getting the lead that I thought they would be getting, and Domintos with a nice restoration here. Though, again, Matrius doesn't have a huge army. So, but you got 4 battle board that tank a ton of damage. But the camels in on the Hippocon is pretty decent. But there is only 1 siege tower left, so now the push won't work. And they are defending this. And player Domintos is already up Artemis though. But the question is, where does he use it that they get value out of it? Probably here. Because Skady actually, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that will completely decimate this forward. And player just absolutely smoked a whole bunch of Terma. And okay, yeah, go forward because you don't want this town center up. You don't get value out of the earthquake if the town center goes up. If you do force out ceasefire, which oh, here it is, then you do get some value out of it. But yeah, in a way though, the ceasefire counters what earthquake did there, which kind of sucks. Do we still have an underworld though? We do. Matrius has an underworld. Domintos does not, because he went up. Oh yeah, he does. Linguine Jean with the follow. Well, welcome. You could still get some value out of the underworld to the back, though. Domintos and Plater have underworlds yet. Okay. Domintos has a high score. Go line up using a tornado on the town center immediately. And again, we're in the same situation. If he can keep the town center down, you get value out of that tornado. If the tornado gets built, or I mean, if the town center gets built, not a lot of value, but again, we're looking for Matrius's army, and 121, 140 pop. He just doesn't have an army, so it's kind of up to Domintos to solo defend this. And we do have a bit of a raid. In fact, if I wonder if we're gonna see a, no, you can't see a vortex because Swissboy is fighting here. is massacring with his satyr or satyr or whatever they are. Now, Domitas is going to have to hold this essentially 2v1. Alright, getting a bit of a side build. That is good, because you need to get in the trade. This is what the late game Norse has to do, which we aren't late game yet, but this is if the Norse wants to be effective in this map, he has to get in side builds. Now, can Domitas defend this? Gold Lion doesn't have anything to empower his town center, so I don't think the town center is going to go up. He could be using the priest, but he's not. And meanwhile, on the top end, the earthquake did slow down player quite a bit. I mean, that's a lot of resources he had to rebuild. We have Tyr up. And Tyr's being cast right away. If he can get wolves... I was hoping to see wolves spawn on this town center to kind of help Matrius get his build up. But where did the wolves spawn? One pack here. And 3 on player. Well, kind of 3. Yeah, 3 essentially. And this wolf spawn here is actually really important because it's tanking a ton of damage that could otherwise be going in on the destroyers. And we have more wolves running in. They're almost dead though. But Swiss Boy is pushing through actually player. Swiss Boy with a slow start is kind of revitalize his game halfway through. And we have, okay, we do have the 1 building upgrade. Player is up mythic, right? Yeah, he is, but he's losing his forward town center. And they were able to hold, UCA was able to hold down on the bottom here. And Gold Lion has some catapults, but they are not in range of the town center, so these catapults are just kind of a waste right now. And surprisingly, UCA is in the lead. The earthquake did help, that's for sure. And Matrius defending, Matrius and Domitas defending on the bottom, very important too. And now we've got the army. I don't know why he's coming forward like this. The army should stay on the town center long enough for him to get it up. And we have, okay, we have the underworld being used by Domitas in the back, and then a responding vortex by Skady. Swiss Boy is not up to get his own vortex here, but he is aging. Question is, how close is he? But a bunch of unupgraded Arcus that, unless they're microed, will end up shooting at Helipolis. And probably end up not getting much value out of this. And this goal line has shifted the catapults over. Okay, I can get behind this shift. If they can get the underworld down, that's actually a pretty high value shifting sands. When you talk about it's only shifted 3 catapults, and yeah, it's gonna get the underworld down. So that those 3 catapults I was saying weren't gonna do much ended up doing a lot, and that's high value. That is high value right there. Now you just need to make sure these villies aren't able to build some more back builds, but that was a good shifting sands. Gold Lion has partially redeemed himself. And are the villies? Yeah, they are tracking the villies down. So that's the end of the underworld. Now let's see how Domitas is able to transition into now fighting somewhere. He should really push through up here, I feel like. This can kind of become a bottleneck area where you can, Gold Lion could really defend here quite a bit if he puts up a few towers. Though you could get some ballista on the other side of this tree line. But if I were Domitas, I would start pushing through the top here, because this is where Swiss Boy already has a bit of an advantage. Is killing another town center. This is Gold Lion's 3rd. But Swiss Boy was not able to get this town center up. Got the Lions in on the Helipolis there. Okay, so town center down. Matrius is solidified. Player with the lowest score is not putting in his best performance in this game. I feel like he's kind of behind where he should be. Even with the earthquake being used, I think, you know, it seemed like he was just a bit behind, but that's okay. Lions are now dead. And where will Domintas push? He is at full pop. I'm not seeing much of an army from him. Oh, here it is. Okay. So Domintas is coming up around this way. Okay, this is a better way to go than down through here, which is a lot more path block. This is much more open. And we see Gold Lion must have a bunch of resources. Yeah, he's got 2,700 resources, but or at least gold, but is maybe panic building these towers a little bit too slowly. And well, Skady, okay, so Skady is having the vortex over here. I believe that is his second vortex. Yes, it is. And we still have Swiss Boy with all three of his. So vortex used in defense is not generally what you want your vortexes to do. You like to be them used offensively to keep the enemy off balance, but vortex just really to save from this build game build. And we've got Gold Line has been cleared up on this side here, and a nice placement of the fortress to slow down the town center being built. Titan Gate coming up from Gold Lion. Do we have much else for Titan? We got Skady also getting Secret of the Titans. UCA is going to have to respond with at least somebody getting a Titan. Maybe Domintas, though how much... Okay, Domintas is going to have the resources to get it. And, okay, I get in on that. Town Center, okay. Yep, Domintas, as I say, that is researching Secret of Titans. This game is pretty close. I'd say that, given the state that we're in, UCA should win. And okay, we did see what I was talking about, that Matrius could get Ballista on the other side of these walls. And who used this tree here? It must have been Swiss Boy. No, not Swiss Boy. It was Skady. Why didn't Skady use this tree here? Has this been here? Well, I don't think it was here the last time I checked, and well, he donated a bunch of Dryads to Matrius' cause, which is very good. Matrius does need to get Burning Pitch, or yeah, Burning Pitch for his arrows, though. That does, Burning Pitch improves Ballista's attack by quite a bit. And this is a hefty push through here. This is where really Domintas, I feel like, should be focusing. Does have to defend it. Well, there's only Arcus though, so there's no real danger of this town center going down. Like actually, one Helipolis would clear up this entire army. Because actually, Helipolis do decent damage to units. I mean, not saying you should use them as your army, but man, if Matrius could wall this off, upgrade his walls too, this would be pretty slick for him. Alright, Vortex. Okay, this is going to be the end of this Titan Gate. This is why it's nice to... Oh, and he's reacting with his own Vortex. Well, that's the end of this Titan Gate. And he... Well... Okay, alright. Okay, so that Titan Gate is done. So now we're going to be able to match one gate for one gate, or one Titan for one Titan. Because, yeah, Skady doesn't have any Vortexes. And Swiss Boy still has 2 left. Now you are wasting the rest of your units here, but that's okay. You throw away a few units too. Oh, an Underworld though. Ooh. Forgot player had that. And shoot. Oh. So now we don't have a respawning Titan. That could be trouble. But player is... F2 is behind as far as town centers. But this underworld could be a problem. We're probably going to have to see another vortex. We got a wonder being built too. We're going to probably have to see another vortex from Swiss Boy to clear this out. Or he could kill this end of the underworld, which it looks like he is coming down here. And can he get... Okay, so he can get on that underworld. Where he's at. This is a really well placed in the trade line too. That's a great underworld. Whew, though UCA needs to grab these forward town centers that they have down. And Matrius, again, building a gate. Will the Titan get there in time? Doesn't even look like it's even trying. So we don't have to worry about that. Oh, 2 more shots? 3 more? Oh, there's a lot of repairs, so this is about even. Oh, not gonna clear it. Oh, that sucks. The Lions versus the Myrmidon. They need to get this underworld down. Player's gotten a lot of value out of this underworld. I mean, you're killing a Titan, you're forcing a defensive vortex. Red's having to focus on this. We even have green kind of doing some down here. And we've even got... Ooh, this is of high value. Wait. What happened here? Skitty lost the town center. And why? Oh, is he going to give it to Gold Lion? Looks like he will. That's interesting. Oh, Cascade's going to get his town center, so they're going to switch it to where it should have been in the first place. Whew, well, losing this Titan and this underworld is... Whew, this underworld is doing so much. I'm actually surprised that Scotty just didn't... Or not Scotty, that Swiss Boy just didn't push on this underworld here. I mean, look how close it is. Like, actually, if he wouldn't have vortex and just attacked here, the underworld would be dead. And that would have been the better thing to do. But it's kind of hard to think like that. I don't know if he had line of sight that the underworld was there. But Matrius does have a Titan. But what is he going to do with it? And we've got this wonder that Gold Lion is making, who probably has a ton of gold in his bank, too. 10,000 gold. Oh my goodness. This Titan, this underworld is so good. And you know what? Swiss Boy, I don't think has ever been able to get this town center up. And somehow UCA has to take control of the game and kill the Titan within 10 minutes. And yet, initially Matrius's Titan is having to come back here. We hear all sorts of caravans dying too. That hurts. Oh, this Titan can't even get in to do any damage. Needs to help clear out all these buildings. Man, that is Red's trade route. It's like completely demolished right now. And look how much resources Red is having to put into this. And F2 takes the lead. They have re-solidified on the top. This underworld did so much damage. So much. Does that wonder have the Hathor bonus? Gold cost is 14% cheaper and 1,000 more hit points, so yes it does. Another reason to go Hathor, if you're the type of Ara player that builds wonders. Yet another abuse. These builds are trying to hide. They actually might get away undetected. And if player builds another back build, that's just going to be still the never-ending effects of the underworld. And now we have 30 pop here that Domitas has still back here way back in his back of his base, finishing off the build, like to the point where you almost might as well delete these. But this Titan is coming through and is ravaging Matrius's forward, and Matrius is sending his troll to come over, and his troll Titan. And they do have line of sight of these villies right now, but I don't know if they're noticing, and if player gets in another backfield, that's gonna hurt. And we can see that because Domintas has been having to help out full down here, that's allowing all of this to happen. With Skady getting his forward town center and player about to get his back. And when you've got late game Zeus versus Aranos, we know that Zeus's favor. In late game Ra versus Loki on Alfheim, we know that's Ra's favor as well. Matrius is trying to come forward and get at the Wonder. The problem is the Titan will kill the other Titan before the Wonder goes down. So, and we're seeing this back build is gonna get off to fully upgraded walls, and players also getting a Titan. It looks like this might be a 3-0 is what it's looking like here. And rebuilding the wall. I guess we do have a vortex. It should have waited, maybe. Okay. No. These fire siphons actually might kill it. Yeah, they're going to. So that's how they're going to kill the Wonder. Alright. Okay. I mean, that is unfortunately a ton of resources that Swiss Boy is using to kill the Wonder. So the Wonder is dead, which that's awesome. But Swiss Boy is also losing his forward because of that. Because he's got all his army and resources plowed into all these fire siphons. So the Wonder dead. The Titan has... We did see our Titan fight here. With Matrius's Titan still having about 1,500 hit points, so probably can kill the Wonder. And now we have a responding Wonder by Domintas. So, but the empowerment with Gold Lion should be able to go faster. But actually, if you get the Titan up here to slow that down, Matrius should probably get his Wonder up first. But I don't know if they're going to be able to hold it long enough. Actually, Matrius is winning anyway. The Priest empowerment isn't nearly as good as the Pharaoh. Okay. You got these crazy walls down here. Actually, one of these ballista should be shooting at the Pharaoh, which would actually, in a way, do more damage to the town center than attacking it. But yeah, will UCA be able to hold? I mean, this town center, or this Wonder still isn't even up yet. Will they be able to hold long enough? It should beat this one. Because the Ra Priest empowerment isn't that fast. Where'd all the villies go? Like, there were a bunch of villies repairing, and I don't know where they went. Where did they go? I'm confused. Did he send them all up here to build the Wonder? I think he did, didn't he? Oh, the purple is catching up a little bit. He's got so many more villies. Yeah, the red one's gonna win. Just by probably like 5 or 10 seconds. Yep, red one is almost all the way up, about 98%. And this one will be a little bit slower, so... Oh, that was so close. That was so much closer than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, maybe not 5 seconds, we'll go with 1. Oh, man. It is 1 second difference. So now can UCA hold? 1 second. I don't know if I've ever seen a wonder difference 1 second, but there's gonna be this Titan. Swiss Boy needs to get his Titan up fast because he has to kill this Titan before the Titan can. He should be able to because of path blocking and all that crap. But we'll see. Really, what Gold Lion should do now is a rock. Do a rock drop, though there isn't exactly a great way there. He could, I guess, fly around the corner and hope not to get seen and then fly this way. That should be what he wants. That should be his goal. But yeah, the rock drops is what he'll need to do. Now, they do need to path block this Titan a little bit, though, because of where this gate is only at 60%. So get on. Okay, well, the Titan is path blocking himself, it looks like. Titan really should have kept on going. Like, if he kept on going, there was a chance that he could run through and get to the Wonder before the other Titan was built, or attack that Titan. But since he started attacking the Helipolis, which is really kind of unusual, that's gonna allow both the Titan Gate and the Wonder to get up. Hey, what's up, Gakbora? Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate. Now, how did this? Okay, this town center got back up despite all the walls here and such. And we're seeing a little bit of a build here. Okay, so Titan versus Titan, they'll cancel each other out. Yeah, the question is, will UCA be able to hold? Now, really your main fear here as UCA is a rock drop. So really what they should be doing is they need to be building a ring of towers a little bit further out than this. Like more like here. Because your rock currently could fly into here or here and be dropping off a bunch of catapults. But we'll see. Yeah, we do start seeing the rocks coming up there. Because Matrius has lost his tower, or his, not his tower, his wall fortress here, he can't get at that town center anymore. So really what Gold Lion should be doing is just going pure rock drop. And here comes the first. 7 catapults won't be enough anyway. How much HP does it have? It has 15,498, a base of basically 10,000 with 5,500 extra. That is fully upgraded. Hades itself gives an additional 2,500 hit points. So 15,500 compared to 14 along with the mud brick. And there was that relic somewhere that I saw for more HP for buildings. Where is it? I think it was this map. Okay, so the two Titans have crossed each other out. Player is pushing here. I guess if he gets through all the way, he'll be able to push through in time. But right now, Scotty... Oh, Scotty's having to defend this tower build here. Okay, I missed this, so I was focusing down on the build here, but we've got this tower, these towers in the trade, and this is forcing Scotty to be completely defensive, so that's cool. Now, where was the rocks that we saw? Okay, here's the rock. It's only got 7, though, and it's only got, yeah, it doesn't have much hit points, so he's got to land here and probably kill, yeah, that fortress. Will the throwing axemen get it here in time to kill the rock? I think they will. Oh, well, shoot the rock, man. Yeah. So this rock drop, wrong way. Need to fly around the edge. Yes, sometimes the best defense is the offense, because this side build has forced Skady to be completely defensive, and now the Titan, because it won with some extra hit points, was able to get this town center down. This is 5 minutes though. I don't know if player can push all the way through here in 5 minutes. That's a decent amount of ground to get. The question is, okay, so here come 11 catapults in this rock, and they will come flying around the bottom. Gold Lion, how many? Yeah, he needs to delete some of his trade, I think. So the question is, will this get spotted? They'll be on line of sight here already. They'll be in line of sight down here. We do have a few nicely placed fortresses and crap. It looks like they might have already seen it because we've got Chiron coming down. So this rock drop should be dealt with there. Yeah, we've got Chiron sitting right there. You really, all UCA should be doing now is just watching rocks. That's really the only way that the oh, birds see Chiron and fly away. But yeah, the rock should be the #1 priority. That's really the only way that UCA can lose, because player isn't going to be able to push through here in now 4 minutes. So all they should be doing is just keeping their eyes peeled for flying birds. Where are the birds? Where are the birds? Here they are. And then just, that's all. That's all they should be watching for. Because this push means nothing. Skady, this stuff means nothing. They will all just die to these towers, so what's that matter? Okay, so they have these in line of sight again. So Chiron is coming down. The big... Okay, so... Oh, he's gonna... What is he doing? Well, okay. Well, he's losing. Well, okay. No, no. They're both still alive. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well for us. Yeah, I don't see how gold F2 is gonna get to well, they'll kill a town center. And that's about it. Really, Gold Lion probably I mean, again, easy to see here, but with how UCA built up, the rock drop wasn't going to work. Gold Lion could have potentially pushed through and gotten to here, and then been pretty close to getting to the Wonder with a rock drop there. Here come the Contarius. Yeah, one rock was empty. That was the one that got through because he didn't target it. But the problem is, I assume we've got crenellations. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. The crenellations will destroy these Contarius so fast. And yeah, player's attack is kind of stalling. And 2 minutes for the Wonder? I don't think so. Yeah, yeah, it was empty. Look at these dead catapults. But yeah, if Gold Lion maybe just attacked normal, probably could have gotten all the way through to here. And then he's actually pretty close to where he needs to be to attack. You know, maybe just a few screen lengths. But yeah, now they're going to repair this back to normal. So we're going to go to game 4. So not a 3-game sweep. And it was one, let's not forget, 1 second difference between the two Wonders. That would be really frustrating to be on the on F2 right now and knowing that you lost because of a 1 second difference in Wonders. And yeah, players getting close, but just not quite close soon enough. And Skady will try the Contarius again, but it's just not going to work out for him. Especially when they went running, half of them went running this way. And do we have another rock drop anywhere? right here are just 8 catapults. See, actually, though, if Gold Lion would have been rock dropping from this here, he could actually rock drop to probably about here and get in on the Titan, or the Wonder. So it's kind of comical where, like, this side is all closed off, but he could fly over on this side and not rock drop. But we are at 25 seconds, and I see no rock except for right here. And it won't really get past the fortresses. Yeah, they started the Wonder fight and lost. And again, if Gold Lion would just play normally, like just normal raw fighting, F2 would probably win. But instead he played defensive and went for the Wonder win, and that's it. So GG. So UCA has managed to claw their way to get 1 win. And now we will move on to game number 4. And it shows that Gold Lion's Wonder doesn't even have any time left on it right now. 1 second difference in Wonders. Wow. So yes, the score is now updated 2-1. Oh, 2 long games. It's getting very late. So game number 4, we will move right on. 1 second, and we are on a watering hole. Okay. So watering hole. Swiss boy is Uranos. Matrius is Loki. And Domintas is Thor. And on the left player is Zeus. Gold Lion is Poseidon. Okay. And Scotty is Uranos. Alrighty, so Poseidon versus an Uranos, Zeus versus Thor, and then our 2 pockets are Uranos and Loki. Okay, watering hole. Watering hole is a very large map. I think watering hole is the biggest map in the game. I don't think maybe many people know is that some of the maps vary in size, and of course they always look the same on the mini map because the mini map, you know, is the same, but there actually are some maps that are bigger or smaller than the others, and I do believe watering hole is the biggest, which tends to make it a bit more boomy because of how long it takes to get to the other side. But the gods, so Zeus, Poseidon, Uranos, Loki, Thor, Uranos. I like F2's gods better. Late game Zeus, late game, even Poseidon is actually really strong late game as well. It's just so hard to push Poseidon because anytime you destroy buildings, you got militia killing your siege, and that's just so annoying. And really kind of stuffs a lot of pushes. And if Poseidon goes up with, not Dionysius, Aphrodite, gets a few good late game building technologies where you dock, drop off here, and you can just start plopping buildings. And I feel like with the map size, Poseidon does kind of do, well, compares not favorably. Is at a disadvantage against Uranos early on, but is better late game. And I think with watering hole, the map size and the fact that it's team and really those differences aren't as big anyway, that you can Poseidon can survive long enough to get going. But it's interesting though. See, Gold Lion is Poseidon. I don't know if I've ever seen Gold Lion play Poseidon. I don't think I have. And I'm kind of wondering what we're going to see the Norse doing. Like, are we going to see the Loki trying to do Hersier raids, or will it be something a little bit more grabbing town centers and that kind of nonsense? Or what will Domintas do? Which team wins when both teams finish a wonder on the same time? I don't know. I don't know if the game is able to differentiate that. I don't know if it has it built in that there's a draw. I'm not sure. I'd imagine there would always be some minimally minute fraction of a difference. Unless, you know, you set it up perfectly in a scenario editor. But then again, on fractional differences, how far down does the game go? You know, I mean, we're talking about a game of 2004. Does it go down to, you know, tenths or hundredths or what? I don't know. What do you mean it's 0.100? Do you mean that's how far down it goes? It's just to the 10th? Now, if they're tied, what does it do? Does it just go by player count? You know, does player 1 get the advantage? I don't know. A good question. One that I do not have the answer to. Looking at town centers, we do have a couple forward town centers down on the bottom. And actually, these town centers here are very forward. This one is Domintas Town Center, and this one is Players, and they're both very forward. And even this one is forward. We got quite a few forward town centers, which can be important later on. Swiss Boy is up very quickly, Prometheus, and is valuing the attack on the hunt. If he's able to control his... oh no, his Oracle hit the Hippo. Now he's even got the Hippo mad at him. Oh man, he got a mad hippo too. Hungry, hungry hippo right there. I want to eat some Oracle. He could kill a Villy for sure. Come on, get over, back over there to the hunt, man. He's only got a hero. Alright, he's coming down to the wood line. He could get that. Now we do see Domintas is grabbing an early town center as well, and actually the Vils are running because they think the Oracles are coming back, but they're not. Well, actually no, he's coming down to the town center. So actually these Oracles will be perfectly placed for the town center grab. And oh, come on. Well, he does have Shockwave, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Hello, Ozone. Use Shockwave, too. Ooh, Promethean getting some nice strikes in on the Centaur, though. Alright, now you fall back and use Shockwave. You use Shockwave, you can probably kill 2 Vils. Oh, come on. I want to see Shockwave. Use it. Why you? Okay, now we do have some more raids coming in. This is a good raid that he's getting in on Gold Lion. I would have liked to seen his Shockwave used a little bit earlier than what he did. He could have killed a few of these Villies. And now a responding Shockwave to get. He's not gonna quite delay it. But yeah, Ozone, good to see you. Delayed, but won't stop. But this is a ton of... He's got a ton of value out of this. But I feel like could have using that Shockwave a little bit earlier to get those Oracles to kill those Villies. Just a little bit more benefit. And we are seeing some Hersier raiding too. So what's interesting, as I was talking about at the beginning of the game, is that Watering Hole is, I believe, the biggest map, except maybe for Savannah possibly. And that they tend to be a little bit more defensive just because of how big the maps are. But so far, we are seeing a lot of aggression on this map. Early Uranos aggression on that Poseidon, who's as far as hunt, the Poseidon only has the deer left. There is something back here. Few giraffe, a relic. Walls are stronger. And Swiss Boys use Valor, and we are even seeing some low-key Hersier. The only one that went defensive on Domitas was Domitas. On UCA was Domitas, and Domitas is the Thor, which makes sense because he can boom up and get a rag. Skady also going for an early town center, and now Swiss Boy grabbing his forward town center. And oh no, a fail wall! It doesn't wall all the way through. And we are going to have a raid that's going to kill 4 Villies because of a failed wall. Oh, that hurts. Even the alligator getting in on the feeding frenzy down here. But, well, yeah, these Hippogon aren't going to be enough. The Promethean could almost... Well, I think he wouldn't kill them all, but yeah, this isn't a big deal. But yeah, the failed wall is actually, that's not good. Because that's all his hunt right there. His hunt villas were right down there. And that's going to slow down his boom. Purple is on 3 town centers. Yes, I see, building a 3rd one now. So he's definitely going for a rag strategy here. And he can afford to do that because Swiss Boy has slowed down Gold Lion so long that Swiss Boy will be able to help defend up on this side when the time comes. And then you've got a rag that could probably either come down at some point and finish off either Skady or Gold Lion. So early game, definitely going. Oh, gotta watch out for this raid though. We'll probably lose that citizen trying to path block. Got him. Citizen down. Town center up just before player's army shows up. Ooh, look at these vills here. Oh, if only he knew. And now we have Skady coming down, and we have the Hersier over here. So we're kind of swapping targets. Scotty is coming down to raid. Oh no! You don't want to lose your hero, Villy. Shoot! Might save her. Yeah, the lack of path blocking there saved that Villy. Oh man, look, he's trying to get in through the walls. What little does he know is this is right in front of his nose, just outside of the line of sight. Oh, by the way, guys, if we go to Game 5, it has to be on Erebus. That is the rules of the tournament. Okay, gets the wall down. Oh, he's going to find these vills now. But we do have defending hoplites. But Domitas is way ahead of player, even though he's grabbed 3 town centers. Like, just way ahead. Like, Domitas will win this battle. And we still got... okay, that's probably why. Players just spent 1,300 resources to age up and is a little bit too slow to get his villies. Nope, he got him moved just in time. The Manicore will shoot from the other side of the wall here, and didn't get any more vills, but pushed back. And what kind of eco does player have? Nothing. So yeah, this is looking really good for UCA so far. Nice raid on Skady, who is losing a vill right next to the town center. And yeah, Domitas is coming over. I like this. Actually, you run the Hersier out here, and maybe do a flaming weapons. Maybe combined with Domitas. But oh, this is going to be a killer raid. In fact, it's already killer. Killing 1 citizen. Probably 2, 3. Whew. F2 seems like they're tired. Like, kind of slow reactions to these raids and stuff. And killing 3 citizens here. And now Matrius is coming back. And the reason Domitas was able to do this is because he pushed player so far back into his base that Domitas could just switch and forget about player for now, because what's he going to attack over here? So then he goes to the next best target, and that is Scotty. So he's killed three of them. Just blue of a dock. Where? I don't see one. I'm going to say no. Swiss Boy a little bit kind of slowed up just because, you know, he did put a lot of early resources into his oh, watch out for your raiding cavalry here, into the attack on Poseidon. Should maybe consider getting this town center as well while he can. What kind of eco is player at now? Technologies, player is aging up Hephaestus. Ooh. Matrius grabbing a third town center. Domitas is not making... I don't know if he's made any vills from this forward town center, actually. I don't think he has. Maybe he has. I don't know, but he's not now. Oh, that's because he's just... Okay, so he is going up reg. And I feel like with the slowdown that they got on Skadia or even Gold Lion, the reg could come either down to the bottom or to Scotty. Now we do have double ceasefire. So they can cease the reg for 2 minutes. Grab this town center while you're here, huh? Oh, trying to grab this one. Matrius should come over and help out so that Domitas can grab this town center. In fact, we've got a few bold vills that are coming forward to build a fortress. And Domitas, come on. Well, Matrius, come on and help out. Yeah, I really should be able to get this town center. Ooh, a bit of a raid though. Gold Lion just running through, trying to raid. Skady or Swiss Boy did not get that town center. Ooh, and Domitas not able to build this one either. He could definitely. I mean, he's got the army advantage. I don't know why he's being so... Ooh. Come on, man. You've got the army advantage. Come up here. And once the town center gets built, though, he's not going to be able to stop it. Get on the Manicore. There you go. Good job. Now maybe get the Frost Giant up on the town center for the crush damage. Who would I reg? I would reg the Poseidon. Because Scotty's in a much better spot than the Poseidon is. So I would hit the Poseidon because I think, yeah, Gold Lion's just quite a bit behind. The problem is though the 2 minutes delay. Yes, he does have a dock. You were right. Oh, big raid though in the back. 2 citizens dead here. We got a couple of random myth units from Matrius, and we have a Frost. Okay. Whoa, that town center was so close to being built. Wow, that was like the Frost in the nick of time. Frost. Now, Domitas, I don't think he'll have the time to... Okay, we had Flaming Weapons and Fimble Winter. We also had a curse used somewhere. Where was the curse used? Oh, back here. Okay, so the curse used back here. But we've got Flaming Weapons and Fimble Winter. And some nice wolf spawns on Gold Lion that will even further put him behind. And Gold Lion tried to retreat through his fail wall, which didn't work because there's a hole in between the edge here. And we'll have more Villies getting massacred. Okay, okay. Get that town center built. Though, we're not going to have F2 using ceasefire until Reg shows up. So, Domitas will be able to... Yeah, we're not going to... I doubt we'd have a ceasefire until Reg is around. Okay. Oh, we've got a few boats in the back. I like this. And we even have the Serpent. Now, if the Serpent could spit at the citizen here, it does so much damage. Okay. Couldn't get at this town center too. And Matrius is down here as well. Oh, and this town center is in range. Wow, that's huge. Yeah, Gold Lion he's done. He's cooked. They won't even need to use Ragnarok to win. That's how well that UCA has played this. Oh, wait, man. You killed the town center first. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Gold Lion doesn't even have resources to make a villager. Yeah, this game's over. They're not even going to need Rag. Like, this is done. Alright, yeah, go watch later, man. I'm looking like we're going to have a Game 5. So now we are forcing out a ceasefire that will allow Domitas to grab the forward town center. And now we only have one ceasefire for when the Rag shows up. And Domitas is only at 2 town centers. He's allowing Matrius to grab that town center. I think it's because Domitas is probably about at full vills. By count, we're about 87 vills, but this doesn't count idle. I could, I guess, go to post game. See, so he's about 90 or so villagers, and I would just come down to the Poseidon and just finish him off. Just massacre him. You know, maybe leave one pack of Ragnarok here to defend, but finish the rest off. You know, send the rest off down to the Poseidon. Alright, well, 5 seconds left on the ceasefire. We do have some boats here for Skady, though they will die very quickly to the longboats and the Serpent. Might kill the siege, but come on, get back at the town center down here. Shockwave used on somewhere down here, I think. We've got boats up here as well. We got boats everywhere. It's turned into a Medit. And we did have, okay, so we've got Rag used, and we'll see where they go. Really, you could go clear this out first and then come down to the bottom. Kind of whatever you want to do, really. Just ignore player, though. You don't push through here. You either come to the middle, and you come to the middle, and then do you go to Skady, or do you come down to the bottom? It's kind of whichever one you want. Well, you gotta go too. Well, that's fine, man. Just watch it later. So nice to have both you guys here for most of the night. Ooh, bunch of hammer ships popping out. Swiss Boy is up. Atlas, which is actually Helios. Skady's also up Helios as well. Alrighty, so the Rag is so far coming to the middle. Where does it go after that? Yep, no problem. This is getting a lot later than what I was hoping it would be, but that's okay. We will stick it to and go do the last one for tonight, and then it is the end of daylight savings, so hopefully an extra hour of sleep tonight, which, well, I guess will mean I'll get 6 hours like normal. Alright, so the Rag here, Skady's army is showing up to get demolished. Swiss Boy is sending resources to Domitas. Or no, yeah. Okay. Alright, well that's going to be the end of Skady's initial army. We do have the Zeus coming down to defend. I think Skady should, or not Skady. Where do the next Rags go? Where do they go next? And it doesn't matter. Gold Lion is resigning. We're not even going to find out where they go. So we are at 2-2 to a deciding Game 5 on Erebus. And why is it Erebus? Because that's the rules of the tournament. So Game 5 on Erebus. Well played by UCA. Holy cow, Domitas way up there. And Gold Lion way down there. Yeah, that Gold Lion was not ready for the early aggression. And then got some good raids with the Hersier as well. And that has allowed UCA to come back. They lost the first 2. Will they do a reverse sweep? And Hannibal Barca with the 11 months in a row. Appreciate that. My first subscriber. We will go to game number 5 on Erebus, the ugliest map in the game. It hurts my eyes, but that's okay. Goal line he did bring a lot of shame on Lord Poseidon that game. Okay, well I can't check, I don't think, text on this map because it's not plugged in. So, Domintos is Hades. Player is Loki. He is. And then gold line is Uranos. And then on the top we had 2 Uranos. Wait, I'm kind of switching. Hold on here. Let me get these teams sorted here. All right, F2 is on the bottom left. So we've got Loki, Uranos, and then the top is Matrius was Loki, Uranos, Hades for Domintos. Okay. Now Erebus. Alright. So Erebus actually has a decent amount of hunt. Actually a lot of hunt. There will be some serpents protecting the hunt in places. There also will be a few shades here and there. The hunt can be a bit skewed where it spawns. It just kind of spawns where it wants, and that's where it goes. But in team games, everybody should have plenty of hunt. No Egyptians, which that's kind of, I know most people don't like to see Egyptians. I think most people don't like to see Uranos either. So we got 3 Uranos. So this is it. This is game 5. The winner moves on to the finals. What shall we see here? Double Uranos Loki. They really don't want the game to go late. That's for sure. The Hades can defend with sentinels at one spot. You have a lot of hunt that'll help the Loki get going. Though Matrius's hunt, looking at the map, way in the back, which isn't exactly safe if Skady starts raiding. Now, you could try to, it's Erebus, so you got these impassable lava pits that they can't go through. So, you could try to wall off, but it's hard to wall off and keep the walls up. So, I see a bit of vulnerability for Matrius with where his hunt is. The players 2 is way in the back, but he's against a Hades that won't have the raiding power of an Uranos. So Matrius potentially in more of a tentative position. Just depends if the Atlanteans notice, but we had this Oracle getting smacked by these shades. So might not actually scout the back at all. Yeah, we've got, the one Oracle is here, which he might be able to slide through the back. But yeah, I anticipate that we're going to see... Oh, I'm yawning because it's really late. Anticipating lots of raiding from F2. The question is, will they be able to do enough damage early on to bring a advantage into the late game? Hades, it can be a little bit rough for Hades to help defend. The Hades benefit is archers. The archers are so slow, it's hard for them to traverse the map. But I do see a pretty easily walled section down here for Hades. I'm king of a stream. Well, thank you, man. Because there's actually only 5. There's 3 spots on the top to go over, and 2 on the bottom. So Domintos could actually wall this off pretty easily and kind of keep players Herseer at bay, so they have to come all the way up here, but then that'd mean they'd be doubling up on the top or potentially tripling. So we'll see. We'll see what Domintos decides to do. Or helpful monkeys. The unhelpful monkeys. Pult of Argus, more line of sight for units. That's actually pretty good. Harder's Folly is completely useless. Players up for SETI at 430, pretty quick advance. And now we have Skady up as well. Let's get all these texts off the screen though. Alright, what do we got here? Military barracks, counter barracks. Double temple for a bunch of hearse here. And we're not going to see the wall getting built now, are we? Getting the shades attacking the Herseer here. Slowing up. I wonder if he gets any myth unit benefit from killing these shades, as far as, you know, spawning a myth unit with their Herseer. I wonder if he does. Tomatas is going to hunt in the back and grab a town center. A bit risky to grab a town center against an enemy Loki. But we'll see. Matrius is okay. He's getting some scouting up here on the Villi that is quite a bit dead. Not finishing the house though. Oh, come on, go forward. Oh, if he goes forward with all this army, I think he wins the fight. But wants to get this Herseer retreated and healed up. And now he is building the manor. The manor is gonna get it. Going in early. Well, no, not on this side. We've got a town center that's being grabbed. And we actually have Swiss Boy coming to the bottom, whereas Gold Lion is coming to the top. Very risky hunt here. Trying to save this Herseer. No. The relic monkeys are tanking a little bit of damage. You know, early on, anything that tanks damage isn't really bad, but these are not good fights so far that Matrius is taking. Just needs to save his Herseer and start getting the spawns. Actually could stay... No, he can't. He needs to fall back. Kind of surprised he went to this forward hunt. Now the question is, does Matrius have the back hunt scout? He does. So why he went forward, I'm not really sure. Ooh, got an Eininger spawn. That's really good for the fight here if it stays here, but it's not. And he's going to be getting doubled. And so Swiss Boy is going to have to react. And actually slow reacting, but this army is almost dead. We have Sentinels being used up top to help defend. And that will push off... Ooh, got a Prom up here. Two Prometheans could kill the ox cart if he doesn't notice. Oh, he noticed. He's moving the ox cart. And yeah, player is just ignoring. I don't know if the two-town center is the right response here. Because all that means is that the Loki will just ignore the Hades. And Hades archers are so slow. I'm kind of surprised that we aren't seeing Domitas trying to wall off the bottom of the map. We'll see. Oh, trying to panic wall. He does not want to lose his hunt, but he's getting doubled here. And the Herseer rating is forcing Swiss Boy to be defensive. We've got a Shockwave on Matrius's hunt. And now a responding Shockwave. And Swiss Boy's a little too slow to help out. And the one thing about this map is there is no, other than the hunt, there is no natural food on the map. And this could be trouble for Matrius here. Because he's fighting a 2-on-1. Now we have green showing up. But he needs to stay on the hunt. Otherwise he's screwed. But they'll defend this. The Energar will defend. But we can see Matrius really eco in a bit of calamity. And you just see the Toxotes are just trailing everything here. And we're gonna see 2 citizens going down. Oh, come on, you could have probably killed that. Yeah. Domitas is costing the team so far. 2-town center is just too risky. You run the risk of the Loki just ignoring you and attacking your allies, and you a slow Toxotes not able to help defend. He's trying to wall that off. Because now we've got the Hersier are going to be coming here on Matrius's hunt. And we just see how far behind the Toxotes are. And this is going to be rough. Oh, this... Ooh. This is disastrous. Yes, red is into green too. Because yeah, if Matrius can't hunt, like, there's no other natural food on the map. And yeah, just the vulnerability of this back hunt. And with the Lannian coming around the top, all the way to the back hunt, and Domitas not doing his team favors by grabbing an early town center, then with slow Toxotes, he's allowing his two allies just to get the crap raided out of them. And like Matrius can't do anything right now. And this game is quickly spiraling out of control. Because Swiss Boy is behind. Matrius is way behind. And, oh. Goldline hasn't even noticed this yet. That his army is right on top of Matrius's villagers. I think he's focusing down here. Yeah, he never even noticed that he was like running right through the villagers. But he's coming up here to help defend, and Skatey's grabbing a very aggressive forward town center. And another citizen from Swiss Boy is going to go down here. I think this is probably the fourth citizen. Well, if he gets to it. Well, maybe he's not. Alright. Oh. Shoot. Yeah, it's... UCA is so far behind. I mean, Domitas, good economy, but Matrius is essentially out of the game. I mean, he can't do anything right now. Like, nothing. There is nothing he can do. There's a spy on these units. He can't mine gold. He can't get hunt. His economy has done nothing for the last like 4 minutes. He's out of the game. For as long as F2 keeps the pressure up here, he's done. Like, even if he mines gold, what's the big deal? He has no food. Like, he can make more dwarves, but yeah, he's got now 2 more units, 2 more armies showing up on his gold, and it's just well played by F2. The raids are just completely eliminating Matrius, and that's the risk you run. Shockwave restoration, shockwave down here, dwarf's dead, Matrius gone. That's the risk you run playing Hades and getting an early town center, is your allies end up really vulnerable. And here we are. He's down to 39 pop. Nothing, and a player is even up before Domitas is even up. Well, players, this group of Hersier for a player have just done so much. They have completely kept Swiss Boy down too. I mean, Swiss Boy has lost so many units because of these Hersier, so many citizens. And again, Domitas, high score in the game, but just really hasn't done anything because his units, just the Toxotes just too slow. And seeing in more raid on this gold mine. We got what, 4 citizens here that are idle, and he's coming forward because now look, the Domitas army, player army, we're part of it. And even though Domitas is Hades, he's going to be in a bit of a bind. He's gonna, I mean, he'd have to use like Underworld to defend. And just look where look where they are, Matrius. I mean, just nowhere to go. Now, does player take this town center before he attacks? Oh, I can't check. What is player doing? He's up hell. Just started. Or no, now he canceled. Now he's up tier, so he's going up tier. I was gonna say I would think tier would be better in this situation. Just because he can do flaming weapons and Fimbulwinter and just completely smash somebody. And yeah, they're just so far behind. We got good ecos coming through with F2. 3 town centers for Skady, 2 for player, 3 for Gold Lion, and we only have 2, 2, and 1 for UCA. And oh no, more citizens getting spanked here. Might be able to path block this. Nope, gets through. And yes, we'll be grabbing the town center. And it looks like these hearse here are maybe gonna come down to Domitas so that when player is reaching tier, well, he might just come on this town center. So we'll probably see a Flaming Weapons Fimbulwinter combo. And we are forcing out a... the Underworld's too late though. Domitas is up Artemis. But what is he gonna Earthquake that's really gonna save anything? Yeah, does not see out player is a smart player that he is. Earthquake used on the baits. Oh, that cancels tier! Oh, 90% up and it's gone like that. That sucks. Wow. And now he's being forced to use a very low value flame. Wow. Like, this is a complete waste of flaming weapons. I mean, he's only got 3 units here that are even being affected by it. I mean, he's got it, I guess, on a few here, but pretty poor use of flaming weapons. The Underworld completely stopped the age up. We've got now the Chimera. Oh, finish off the Ulsarks though. We've got Matrius way over here gathering gold. Whew. The problem is though, Matrius is still just so far behind. And Gold Lion is taking control of the middle. It does take a bit for the Atlanta. I mean, even though Matrius is essentially out of the game, still haven't seen Skady been able to do anything on that side. But we're gonna have tier up soon. It's not in this town center, is it? Good. No, it's up this one. Okay. Player doesn't have much for eco though, since he's been hopping up. Ages so fast. Oh man, more raids. And now we've got the Fimbulwinters. The immediate Fimbulwinter use. We've got 2 packs. This is actually 2 packs of wolves here. 1 pack here. And then another right there. And Swiss Boy's gonna have to full defend up here. Gold Lion's army, not really anywhere right now, but Swiss Boy's kind of, his entire units are garrisoned in places. Line up Picate. Player, I mean, it's close to dying. But Swiss Boy and just Matrius are just nowhere. So, you know, this is, you know, the trade-off that you choose is you get 2 town centers early and get a great eco, and you can now push against the Loki with your earthquake and stuff, but the 2 teammates just getting absolutely smacked all game long because of that early 2 town center. So Domantas doing what he can. I guess he's trying to pay back his teammates for letting them get spanked early on, but it's just not enough. Just too little, too late. I mean, maybe Matrius's relic monkeys can turn the tide up here, but he's about dead, and Gold Lion is all over Swiss Boy, and we've got this Tartarian Gate, which almost dead, almost dead. But the push now will be ending with Domantas. He's probably kind of out of eco now too. Yeah. Out of eco. Tartarian Gate, just a few more shots from the town center will get it. Okay, so Tartarian Gate is done, but so is Matrius. So is Swiss Boy. I feel like Swiss Boy could have been played a little bit better than what he did. I think he lost a lot of citizens that he needn't have lost, because he's really not. I mean, for as much doubling and tripling that Matrius took, Matrius really wasn't too far behind Swiss Boy, who never really got doubled that crazy. Oh, Perseus though will get to insta-kill a wolf and all that crap. But yeah, Swiss Boy maybe a little bit underachieved here. Matrius, you can't blame him. He got doubled all game. And on a map that has no... The only food source is hunt. You get pushed off a hunt, and that's kind of it for that. Chaos use down here, which will kind of be the end of the army. Got Perseus doing Perseus things. And yeah, there's no army to back that up now because Domantas's eco got shredded by Fimbulwinter. And this will be it. So, hey, we got to see Erebus in a pretty decent game at that. But in random team games, you can get away with early town centers because the enemy team isn't generally competent enough to do the doubling and tripling that they need to. But when you're playing a team like F2, just that early town center with a slow defending army just lets your allies get spanked. And F2 played this really well. Just basically ignore the booming Hades and eliminate both allies, and that was their ticket to now the finals. So F2 will be in the finals against the Smurf team. Very interesting. That should be some good games. F2 up 2-0. UCA won a couple games, but then F2 won the third, and we're looking at both Matrius and Swiss Boy's economies at the very bottom. Oh, I mean, wow, just look at this. Just got hammered. And Swiss Boy too, he got smoked. I think he could have been a little more careful with his units, but yeah, that's just... Oh wow, this is Fimbulwinter right here. Or no, it's not Fimbulwinter. This is Tartarian Gate right here. Fimbulwinter and then Tartarian Gate killed like 20. But GG's, that was another good series. So the other semifinals is really cool to watch. This semifinals was great as well. So thanks all for watching. I'm gonna call it a night. I need to get to bed. I was late. If my wife knew how late I was up tonight, ooh, she'd be hot. But anyway, that is it for tonight. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate those of you who tuned in and were with me for this late Saturday night into Sunday. And it was a good time had by all, hopefully. So I hope you guys, it'll be a little bit before I stream again. probably not till like Wednesday, Thursday, so about 3 days from now. So until then, hope things go well for everybody, and maybe I'll see you guys later on in the week. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.